Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Joel. I'm now a 4th semester nursing student at Imperial Valley College, and for today's video, it's going to be 5 new study tips I use in nursing school. Now, these new study tips, they're insane, at least for me, because I did a past one. I think it was like 6 or 7 study tips that I used, but then in 4th semester, I had to tailor it down because some of them were not working anymore. So these are the 5 insane ones that I seen and tried and even passed it on, and they're like, oh yeah, it does work. So now I'm going to share with you guys. Now the first one is scheduling your planner, your agenda. This is huge. This is key, honestly. If you still are not convinced that writing it down is going to help you complete your task, then why are you watching this video? Honestly, just being straight up, it's you're here because probably your studying techniques are not perfect or not well, and if you don't use an agenda, that's a really key factor why that's not it. You have no idea what the power of looking at the stuff that you have to do and the pleasure and the powerful thing that it does to your mind whenever you're crossing them out. It's insane. So really try that out. The second one is breaking up your task. If you need to write a paper, if you need to study for an exam, don't just put study for cardiology 50 minutes. No, you have to write study, I don't know if it's pediatrics, coordination of aorta, the Kawasaki disease, and something else, in that 50 minutes. Then that's a more roped up plan and specified plan than just putting study for cardiology pediatrics 50 minutes. You have to be precise on what you want to do, and also you have to break it down into smaller bits. That way you don't feel as lazy to do it. When you just put understand the signs and symptoms of coordination of aorta, and then another line that says nursing interventions to do when a baby has signs of coordination of aorta, then those are 2 different tasks instead of just putting learn coordination of aorta. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. You need to break up your task the best as you can, and your agenda might look like 24 things if you really break it down, but they're 24 simple tasks that you're really able to do it. It's really not a big problem. Once you really break up the things that you have to do into smaller bits and get them done, you're going to see that eventually you're going to be getting a lot of stuff done. So that's 1 and 2. Number 3, it's avoiding cramping as much as possible and sticking to your agenda consistently. So respect your agenda, because it really comes down to you. No one is going to tell you respect your agenda, not even your classmates, not even your professors, not even your parents. It's you and your future that you want to get. It's going to depend all on you. So no one is going to be in the back of your back of your head saying hey, you need to study, hey, you need to do this all the time. You're an adult and you know what to do. So you need to get a little bit more responsibility on it, and know that it all depends on you. All your successes and everything, it depends on you. Obviously, we do have people, friends, family that help us, support us, but they're not the ones who can physically tell us you have to do this and you're going to do it right now. It really comes down to you. So we really need to be taking responsibility on that, and know that if you're not studying, it's because of you. It's not because of anybody else. So once I adopted that mentality of responsibility, and it's on me, everything's on me, no one's gonna be there telling me what to do, I took it a little bit more seriously. But then it's really good, because then if you fail, it's on you. It's not on anybody else. You're not depending on other people on your success per se. So yeah. Number 4, if you have to memorize something, at least for me, like pharmacology and stuff like that, I write it out, I read it out loud, I say it, and then I explain it. So you need to write whatever drug you want to do. You have to read it out loud, and then say it without looking, and then try and explain it to somebody. Obviously, you're not going to be having your parents or your brother or something as a mannequin, to learn. You can just think that there's someone right next to you, a 4-year or 5-year-old, a classmate of yours, and explain okay, this medication is for this and this and this. These are the signs and symptoms I can present, and this would be the patient teaching that I would try and do, something like that. Or you just need to refresh your drugs. Just be okay, the antihypertensive drugs are these, this, and this, and then beta ones can be this, calcium channel blockers can be this, and go from there. You know how to do it, but that's at least the formula that I do to structure whenever I have to memorize, and it really works well for me. And the last one is respect your breaks and your time off. Okay, now with the breaks, I mean the breaks of spacing out your studying. So if you're studying for 50 minutes, taking your 10-minute break, respect the 10 minutes. Okay, don't go 11, don't go 12, don't go 9. Respect the 10 minutes. It takes discipline. It always takes discipline whenever you study, and it's something that you're not going to be able to get from a pill or a video. You know, it's just consistent practice, pretty much. Just being disciplined about it, and it's going to take a while. And if it feels like it's hurting, you know, like it really hurts to just like focus and stuff, that's good. You know, you're getting used to it. You're practicing, you're evolving, and evolving does hurt. It doesn't feel pleasant when you're doing it. But you should be proud, or at least acknowledge that you're growing. You're not the same person as you were yesterday. And at least for me, I feel that it's gonna hurt either way. If you're just sticking to the same version of you, it's gonna hurt in the long term, because then you're gonna look back and be like, I really haven't changed at all at anything. I'm still the same person. And that kind of sucks, at least for me, because it's like every day you at least want to improve 1% or 0.5% or 0.25% of the version that you were yesterday. Just feel a little bit better. And once you do it consistently, and days and then weeks and then months, you're gonna see that periodically when you turn back, you're gonna be like, wow, like I really increased and I really didn't feel it too much, but I know that I'm a better version of myself a couple of weeks back and months back and obviously years back. And then you're really gonna be proud of the person that you are now, because the present now, or the past you, would have been really proud of your present you, of the things that you have done. Or at least for me, that's how I see it. I really feel my 17-year-old self, if I had to sit down or just see him, or he see me, he would be like, holy shoot, like damn, that's insane. You know, that's really cool. And I really feel like I would be really, really proud of myself, what I've learned, the conflicts that I've gone through and how I got through them. And it's a really good story to tell. You know, that's how I see everything. You know, even when you feel like everything's so overwhelming, just really think like there's gonna be a cool story to tell, whether it's to your friends, to your family, in your graduation speech, in a motivational speech, to your kids or whatever. You know, really think about like the hard times and really think like, okay, this is gonna be a cool story to tell to somebody else later on. So yeah. And when it comes to time offs, respect the time offs, okay? Like whenever you're done studying, that's it. Don't try and look at another YouTube video or look at your phone and questions that you can do. No, like just leave it, okay? Just, that's it. It's kind of like going to the gym, and then after you're done with your workout and your muscles are fatigued, you still want to work out like the next day instead of like, you want to skip your rest day and you just want to go. You're gonna fatigue your muscles and it's gonna be counterproductive. You might be thinking that you're doing well, because you're working on your muscles more and everything, but it's going to be very counterproductive. You know, you're going to crash and it's going to hurt really bad. So don't try it. Really respect your off days. Whenever you're done with your breaks, continue studying again, being consistent about your agenda, and it just takes practice. It's definitely going to hurt. It's definitely going to feel overwhelming. It's definitely going to feel that like you're just a chronic procrastinator and like you're doing good and then you're doing bad. It's part of the teaching process, okay? You're learning, okay? It's fine. It's fine to be like that. Don't worry. I would be surprised if you were just perfect all the time. I would be like, okay, well, I mean, there's really nothing else to teach you or make you better because you're already perfect, right? So you really have to have that rookie mentality that there's always something that you can learn, always something that you can tailor, always something that you can make better or perfect, and you'll see that just being open-minded about things and not having a closed mindset, being open mindset can really, really help you grow exponentially. So yeah. And that's gonna pretty much wrap this video. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.